Whenever I see a viral video on TikTok or Instagram depicting performance artists and environmental activists throwing food at art, I wonder how the act of ruining other people's art for media attention has overshadowed the creation of new art for cultural critique. Artists have, for decades, found radical and jarring ways to communicate with their audience without destroying their art in the process. From Van Gogh's post-impressionist landscapes with dollops of oil paints to Joseph Kossuth's conceptual bricolage, the field of visual arts constantly evolved to reflect the value of society. To my frustration in encountering those performances or attacks, N.E.W.S showed me the alternative. This piece by Judy Pfaff, N.E.W.S, enthralls the viewer at first glance. From mashup of plastic, paint, tubing, and cheap mass-produced items, Pfaff formed this conglomerate piece that contains both chaos and order. According to Pfaff, the multicolored composition and dizzying array of shapes and layers were intended to avoid a singular focal point. Letting the eyes of viewers just joggle through different components of this piece, Pfaff incorporates chaos in the piece with the dynamics of objects and color. However, in long glances, you might start noticing parts of the work that appear to resemble objects in our daily lives. For me, the blue and orange circle in the background reminded me of the globe. The black wire structure on the top left was like a fan without its blades, and the yellow and black stripe patterns appeared like a bee. Whatever you might discover in the close resemblance of objects and patterns, it's not coincidental, as Pfaff liked having those abstract shapes linked to something real, creating a sense of order amidst the chaos, even if it may seem totally abstract to the viewer. Now, I want to share a little backstory of Pfaff's art style as she settled into the technique she now describes as painting in space. Synthesizing and complicating the relationship between painting, sculpture, and architecture, Pfaff's works often involve images, parts, and colors that are held together in a suspended organization. While her works in her earlier career as an artist involved much idea of improvisation, her art style shifted to create composition. Especially in creating the wall relief installations, the type of wall art that protrudes into the viewer's space, she wanted to create works that were more lasting, that would provide her the opportunity to slow down and refine her ideas. That is when she started painting in so-called space, having this multicolored composition conflate foreground and background with a dizzying array of shapes to express the idea of controlled chaos. With the goal of creating artwork that is, quote-unquote, ever moving and changing, her artwork became to revel in the dynamic conflict between chaos and order. N.E.W.S embodies this idea of ever moving and changing, as it is often described as the epitome of controlled chaos in her work. As Pfaff invites the viewer to be in the middle of vortex, to be in a whirlwind of contemporary life in this piece, I hope you all find the opportunity to enjoy moments of chaos in our already chaotic life through this piece. Thank you.